Hello everybody, welcome back to Hollywood Sports. Hey guys, this is my first gameplay with NBA 2K18. And guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a My GM or My League. I really haven't made my mind up yet, but I'm going to be doing one of them. Probably a My GM, so I can control a lot of facets about being a GM of a franchise. And I'm going to be working with the Boston Celtics, guys. In my eyes, I see the Boston Celtics going back to the Eastern Conference Finals. In my eyes, okay? You might not agree with it, but I'm just going to play now, guys. I haven't started my My League yet. I'm just going to play now, kind of, showcase the game, get used to the controls a little bit. So let's do it. Boom, boom. Here we go. Oh man, my new friend, the Steelers. The Steelers guy played with team play today. He wanted to do a little bit of chatting, but I'm recording, bro. I'm recording. All right. Let's check out a little bit of the pregame show.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I like the graphics, man. I like it. Yeah.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in.
She's ready. Oh, she's ready to load, man. We'll do this. We'll do this when we do my GM. Let's get it going.
I'm really happy that.
Let's look at some NBA 2K18 my play now. We will be doing My GM
of the NBA.
NBA 2K Sports on Hollywood Sports. Thanks for clicking on the video, guys.
A terrific
If
evening.
you didn't know, now you know the Boston Celtics franchise is coming to Hollywood Sports. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit it now. Hit it now. You don't want to miss the
We
series.
have a surprise guest, folks. There he is, the four-time All-NBA first-teamer, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, NBA champion, which he's probably most happy about.
There's our young
Most
talented
proud of
coach
Kevin
there.
Garnett. Thanks so much for joining us for the game.
Thank you for having me, man. Shout out to 2K. You know what it is, 2K? Right. OBF all day,
Now,
yeah.
you can't play 2K while we're doing 2K.
No,
We're
we
gonna
can't
play against these
play
Pelicans.
right now, but I'm waiting.
I don't know why I
Shout
chose
to
the
Shaq
Pelicans,
for
guys. I
this
just
cover.
chose the
Shout to my dog,
Pelicans.
Shaq. That's dope. That's what's up. Gas Shaq is on there. Right. Love that. That's
Showing
what's
out the
up.
presentation right now, guys. Just
That's
showing off the
what's up.
presentation of NBA
We'll see the New
2K18.
Orleans Pelicans taking on the Boston Celtics. Let's quickly get
That's
a
the new
pregame
thing, a
update
warm-up,
from
I
David
guess.
Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from
Anthony
his players
Davis
at the
averaged
defensive
28
end
points a game.
to come out on top. Let's see if that's
2.2
the effort
blocks.
they get. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Kev, you think of the great ones. You, Kobe, Jordan,
Timmy.
yeah, how about him?
Harry
They
Irving,
worked
Marcus
harder
Smart,
than
Gordon
anybody else,
Hayward,
Kevin.
Marcus
And
Morris, and Al Horford.
what you learn is that the similarity or the parallel that you all have is an inner animal that you never speak about. You know, we're all a little off. We're all a little dark.
All right, guys, we get
But
ready to
that's
get it
what
going,
pushes
baby.
you through
Get
pain.
ready to get
That's
it
what
going.
pushes you through tough moments. When someone says you can't, when someone says this is not possible, this is
Yeah, it
unreal.
sounds coming
No
out of my
one's ever
controller.
done that. That's the moment you're looking for. The moment
Wonder if I
someone
can
told
turn that
Kobe
off.
that he couldn't get over 50, 60, something Jordan couldn't do, he was driven in that. And if Phil wouldn't have stopped him, he probably
Oh,
would
there
have
we go.
reached
Let's do it,
100
baby.
points.
Let's
Probably
go.
would have, yeah.
You know, he did Will Chamberlain a favor. And that's just real. He was in
Yeah.
that type of mode. We all share that passion. We all share that drive. And the ones that have that inner darkness, we all
Gotta
understand.
get to the
Another
shot meter.
split personality, huh?
It's almost like another level.
Yeah. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All
I like the
fueled
way
up
it
and
feels.
ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, Hill and Davis are the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Holiday.
If
And
you
it's
guys are new to
Cousins
my
at the
channel,
center position.
new to the way I
Guys,
do
this is what you like to
basketball,
see.
guys. I
Early
only play one
gaining
guy.
a little confidence
I don't do all the
from
work.
range.
Well, I wouldn't say
They got
that's
the
his
ratings
shot,
for a reason.
but it's a shot he can make.
Come on,
That
Hayward. Come
really
on, Hayward.
opens
Let's go,
things
baby.
up for the offense.
Ooh.
That's how you come down with the man's rebound. He positioned himself perfectly to snatch that board away.
And Kevin, you played for some great coaches, but is there any coach you
Ball
have been
movement. I like
interested
it.
to
I
work
really
with?
like the way it feels. Oh, good
They
steal,
just
baby.
didn't get a
Put it
chance
away.
to
He
say,
didn't
you
want
know, Greg Popovich
want it.
or Phil Jackson.
You know, those are great coaches. I've had very, very little time with those guys.
maybe an all-star game.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
But, you know, when you do all-star games, you let yourself go. You know, you open up yourself to try to, be there and be present with the guys. Yes. Open up, hey, what's up? What's been up with you? How's the year for y'all? Y'all playing well. We're going to beat y'all. We're going to see y'all, blah, blah, blah. But, you're very cordial. And, you're not talking too much about X's and O's. But you do share perspectives. You do share, philosophies.
I wasn't paying attention. Was that 3
seconds?
seconds?
Mind. I had a chance
I was trying to look at the body ups.
Phil's a great mind. Phil's is super deep and loves the
Kyrie,
philosophy.
run him, baby.
I haven't had a lot of time with those guys. Doc Rivers, shout out to Doc, and I know he doesn't get a lot for his philosophies, but he's very enriched with philosophies and styles and bringing teams together and trying to make sure that guys stay connected, stimulated. He would always tell us, never get bored with the process.
Wow, that's so intriguing. Interesting to hear. Al Horford, a player who doesn't dominate any one category as a big man, but KG has very few weaknesses. He's fundamentally sound.
He's very effective, man. Al Horford knows what he is. He's very solid with what he does, sets great picks. He's able to create space between him and his defender. If you watch him, he's gotten better with his shot. He's got better with his three-point shot. He's able to shoot it at rapid style now. Being in Atlanta, being in a kind of a system where he was able to play kind of 4 guys, 1 in, and he would be more perimeter. He's really developed a perimeter shot now. It's really helped him.
Oh!
Put the ball on the floor with a shot fade and go to the basket. Make, other passes to guys. Really helped that whole system up there. Boston is a threat, but without Al Horford's play, his inside play, and his, able to go out and hit threes,
bad pass.
Quality person, too.
Absolutely, yes. Man. No better locker room leader. He's one of these guys that, when you talk about men, you want to know that men can stand
cleaning up on the boards right now.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that's going to put on the table, and we are going to be in here speaking as men as it should be.
Horford with a screen on run. Passes it to Morris. Back to Irving. Out left to the wing. A 3-ball. Pelicans pull it in. Cousins has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
May take the shot meter off, guys. Stop focusing on it. It takes away.
And he makes good on the layup.
When you're trying to focus on the media, you're missing the gameplay,
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA,
I normally don't play with a shot meter, but I'm trying to see how it feels.
When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Smart. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Right at the free throw line.
Moves really fast.
That's exactly
probably
how
different
you have
for each
to
player
defend
too.
Him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And foul
Man,
on the
that's a loud
shot, so
sound
the
in my
counts
controller.
and a chance for one more here. That'll put Rajon Rondo on the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Pelicans shooting their first free throw tonight.
Might be able to change that. I'd rather hear it on the TV than the controller.
75% of their free throws.
And Rondo, no good on that one.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
That will count. That shot, no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away.
It's just the first warm-up game, guys. Just first warm-up game. Thanks for clicking on the video.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things.
Celtics trail by 8. Kevin, we see some coaches get extremely emotional on the sideline. Others take a more even-keeled approach, more calm on the sideline. Which coaching style would you prefer to play for when you were in your prime? Would you want a coach who was animated, or do you want a coach who was just kind of settled on the sideline?
You know what? I like the coach that was settled on the sideline. I like to think that great coaches are going to be able to coach you and practice, and then during the games,
ball tangibility seems really better.
Coaches that have understanding, coaches that have vision, coaches that understand the game, understand that it's a game of runs, know that it's a game of momentum, and have plays for those momentums and those times are coaches that I've always gravitated to and understood that
like Doc was kind of in between when he
It's going to take some getting used to, guys. The game does, the animations, the movement of the players, everything feels different.
There was nothing calming about Doc.
Definitely a new game.
No, shout to Doc. Doc would rip your head off if you wasn't supposed to. But you know what? You needed to play with that edge. You needed to know that if you wasn't in your spot, 1 through 15, you understood that you were supposed to be there. And
doesn't feel like you got a bunch of force fields on the floor.
You don't want to be out there playing like,
it's no big
deal. Every play is a big deal. And no play, absolutely. And you know what? That severity, and you play with that importance, and knowing that you're playing for the next guy.
Oh,
so,
Anthony Davis with the steal.
They've got Morris out there with Rozier. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Tatum in at the small.
We're getting blown out already.
In the game for the Celtics.
And this is superstar, by the way, guys. It's not Hall of Fame. It's superstar.
Well, guys,
one
the
level
Pelicans
before
do
Hall
have
of
their
Fame.
challenges,
I don't feel like the
Davis
CPU is
remains
cheating me either.
to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. I guess I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. Here's Cousins. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Come on,
when
Baines.
you played, we all know how intense you were, how much you cared. That, to me, was the thing that you cared so much about the product, about your team, about the game. But some people have said that maybe there was a streak of you that was mean is maybe not the right word, but you were overly aggressive. But I don't know how you could have played any differently than that.
I call it dialed in.
What?
I like to think that if you're trying to accomplish something, then, I only know one way to accomplish something. You go at it with everything you have.
Yes.
You go to dominate it and take it over. You don't go at something lightly.
Can't walk through the park with this game.
I can't make a shot.
And this game is full of talented elites. Night in, night out, you're playing someone that can typically go for 50 easy.
So true.
My boy Tatum.
The Pelicans have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight.
Boston got a nice young roster, man.
At the line for 2.
You boys got talent.
And he knocks down the first one. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Tony Allen. Both shots good from the stripe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Rozier, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Really tough to shoot, man.
Dominant in this game. That's definitely
Meter really moves fast
in crafting this huge lead.
This is to Cousins. The three-pointer is right on target. Cousins has got 7 points in the game.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Morris kicks to Tatum. And right
there we
away,
go.
They match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Okay, we got a nice little back
and forth going a little bit easy with Tatum.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Miller, no luck.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near him.
The pass to Tatum. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for New Orleans.
And their big men are getting the majority of the rebounds.
Backcourt
you like all 5 guys boxing out and getting on the glass, but at the end of the day, that's their role to control the board.
1:11 left in the first half. Crawford kicks to Cousins. New Orleans moving the ball around. Cousins with a screen on Brown. Nice job coming off that screen.
Bounce.
He's got 5.
And that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Adding a lot of flavor to the mix, Kevin Garnett. Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Hope you join us again sometime.
Man, Kevin, it's always a pleasure, man. It's always great to see you, man. Anytime you need me, you holler at me, all right?
Future Hall of Famer and a terrific person, Kevin Garnett. What a treat it is, Greg, to have KG with us. Always offers so much insight. Played the
Muscle
game
bangs,
for an
muscle
amazing
bangs.
21 seasons.
There you go. Cousins
Yeah,
can't play no D.
When he first entered the league, everybody was wowed by the athleticism. But what became more apparent really early on were the instincts for which he had for the game. And that's what he brings, I feel like, to the broadcast.
The D, baby, no, that's off, baby. He can't shoot out there. Oh, y'all let him get the rebound.
That shot,
way to go, way to go. Let's push it.
Some solid defense from Brown. Tatum passes to Morris. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus
come on, Morris.
Cousins.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Clark for three. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in command.
All right, let's see what happens at halftime.
16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David Aldridge. We'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway. Hey,
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really, really excited.
Things were going New Orleans' way from the beginning. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they started things off with an 11-3 run. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. The end of quarter number 2 was kind to them as they combined effort with a little bit of luck to wrap the half on a 13-5 run. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the ball.
We're only shooting 19%, man.
They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean,
DeMarcus Cousins got 7 points, made 3 for 4, 8 minutes.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Well, there have been a lot of great young big men come into the league over the last couple of years. Chris, do you think the post position is about to make a comeback in the league right now?
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, you know, the game is
way off
because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend this game to three-point area. We got to see Akeem Olajuwon get the first big crossover. So I don't know if the game will ever be the same with traditional posts, but I do know the game is in good hands with guys that have great skill sets, and so the big man is definitely back.
So for New Orleans right now, the bigs inside, Davis and Cousins. Rajon Rondo is out there with Holiday, and it's Hill in at the 3. Rondo kicks to Hill. He feeds it to Cousins. Rebound, Boston. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Screen by Cousins. Hill against Hayward. Hill, no good. Celtics trail by 16.
And Gordon Hayward has increased his scoring average every season he's been in the league, and couple that last year also a career high in offensive efficiency. The guy is
what's the foul, rep? Come on.
Horford, good.
Well, that's why you have to consider Horford as one of the game's best bigs. His ability to finish through contact like he does there is what makes him so special.
Davis with a screen on Irving for three. Hill. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Third straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
It's stolen by Davis. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Holiday's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Now a timeout called by Boston. Straight from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed,
trying to get used to the shooting,
remarkable. Man. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
Screen by Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Over Hayward. The second chance effort. And the layup good by Cousins.
Come on, Hayward, get big, baby.
Cousins has got 9.
Great hustle from Cousins there. He never stops working on that offensive glass.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Back to Irving. Morris outside. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Too. Here's Allen. The shot, no good. Hayward with some nice D. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Irving. Hayward outside. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Look at Irving go to work off the ball screen and his man. He's always alert, constantly scanning the floor for his teammates.
Cousins. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
But sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. So both teams making some changes here. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. Allen with the screen for Crawford. Allen outside.
You can't shoot out there.
Here's Cousins. And here's more outside. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back to the action after this word. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job. Let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth
Teddy
quarter.
can run the rock, man. He can hold the rock.
You never know. Horford is out there with Tatum. Then there's Irving. Then it's Hayward. And it's Smart in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Irving passes to Hayward. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. That one wide left.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Out to Miller from past the arc. Connects from three-point range. Miller's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for New Orleans. Now a timeout called by Boston. Chris, you have to like Ian Clark as a source of instant offense. He's found his spot in this league as a deadly scoring option coming off the bench. A very efficient scorer.
Very efficient from the floor and from deep. He's a little undersized at his position, but you cannot leave him alone on the perimeter, even for a second.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Tatum. And New Orleans also making a change. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Jordan Crawford. It's stolen by Hill. Clark for three. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. On its way from Hayward for two. And it comes off the front of the rim. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Clark kicks to Rondo. Davis setting the pick for Rondo. Miller with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Here's Davis. Right through the D for the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Horford kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Irving. Goes back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's
See if we can
game.
make a free throw.
He gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
First free throw is good.
And there had been a will he or won't he feeling with Gordon Hayward's free agency. Tough choice, I got to believe, for him to leave Utah, but you can see why he wanted to join forces here with the Celtics.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Ian Clark. And Boston was the heavy favorite to sign Gordon Hayward, and ultimately the opportunity was just too hard to pass up.
And he's reunited with his
We're
college
trying to throw
coach,
the alley-oops up in here.
This team has a
Not in the
great
Boston
path
Garden,
to make
baby.
a deep playoff run, and this just adds another star to a very balanced roster.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Rondo against Irving. Pass to Smart. Here's Hayward. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
There you go, Irving.
And
Way
they
to pull
found
that
a way
board,
to
baby.
pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Can't get no shots.
This
Look
is
at that.
a great way for them to kick
You can't
off
get
this
nothing to go
season
down,
series.
man.
2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Davis.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
It's Crawford on the wing. Floats one, and it's good on the layup.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
I got to go practice, man. I got to go practice. Got to go take the team and go practice.
Feeds it to Moore.
Before I start my gym.
Back to Crawford. Screen by Asik. From deep, Moore. That shot off. Here's Rozier. Shoots it. Boston again missing. And here is
Guys, y'all don't have to tell me in the comment section how horrible I am. I know how horrible I am. I know. We're going to go to the practice gym, baby.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was.
All right, guys, that was a quick,
I don't care
not
what
quick,
the
but you
matchup
know,
is. You never expect a
my
road
first
team
game in
to
NBA
come in and
2K18. It
just
felt really
cruise
different
to
from
the kind
NBA
of win
2K17. Just to
tonight.
give you a heads up,
And a
it
chance
feels
now to
really
send it over
different,
to David
but it
Aldridge,
feels
standing
good.
by courtside.
It
David.
seems like it's a little awkward, but it's not the game. It's just
Great
getting used to
win
the
for you
difference,
guys.
the way the
What
game
got you
moves, the
guys
way
to
the
the
game
W
feels.
tonight?
Just blame it all on the shoot around, blame it all on the film today. We got back to the things we do defensively, and all the guys balled in defensively, and it was a great carryover from 1 through 15.
Grit and grind as usual, Tony. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony,
all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my first video with NBA 2K18. If you did, hit that like button, guys. But I am bringing NBA Live also. NBA Live is coming to the channel also, guys. So hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Join the team of Hollywood Sports and let's watch this My GM series with the Boston Celtics. And as always, until next time, everybody, thanks for watching.